Hi everyone. I haven't talked about food intolerances in a very long time, I've realised, and I know it's something that a lot of people have issue with, and I certainly did. At one point when I was tested, I had 52 food intolerances, and a lot of that was to a lot of foods that I was regularly eating. And that's generally what happens is that we might start off with an intolerance to dairy or gluten or wheat or something like that, but it will inevitably snowball. And it does that for a number of reasons and can be prevented for a number of reasons as well. So basically, once you get leaky gut or your microbiome, the lining of the digestive system is impaired in any way or form, then the likelihood of getting more food intolerances is quite high. Um, but also, if you ignore the food intolerances and you continue to eat lots of foods that you know are not good for you without healing that digestive system, then you will for sure continue to get more and more food intolerances because you're not giving your digestive system time to rest. You're not allowing it to replenish the enzymes that it needs to process and digest the food. And probably you're eating the same things over and over again, and that's a big part of the reason that people get food intolerances in the first place, is that we are not eating seasonally and locally. We are eating what we think is healthy food every day, the same stuff every day. So we might have cut out the gluten or the dairy or something, but then we're still eating oats with most meals, or I don't know, almonds with most meals or something like that. So, if you're eating a diet high in oxalates, that will also create food intolerances, but that's a whole nother ball. That's a whole nother video. Also, if you are thinking that you're histamine sensitive, which I can leave a link to a blog I've written about that below, and that's also going to help to create more food intolerances. So basically, really in a nutshell, the food intolerances will continue to get worse, I'm afraid to say, if you don't address what's going on. If you ignore it, if you push it away, if you think you know better, if you disassociate from it, then those food intolerances will get worse. However, if you actually listen to your body and what it's telling you and make some changes, and that doesn't mean just cutting the foods out because that doesn't heal the root cause, but definitely initially cutting the foods out, and then healing the root cause, then you can go on to eat most things that you want. There are a few things that I don't believe anyone should be eating ever, and I believe that the body creates autoimmunity and various other things on the because of those things, and that is gluten, wheat as well, and soya. None of us, and not one human being, should be eating those things, and it makes it incredibly difficult to thrive as a human being if you're eating those things. But even more so, it is definitely fueling things like autoimmunity and stuff, and it's impossible, I believe, to heal the digestive system if you are consuming those things. So if you cut those things out and anything else out that you think that you have an intolerance to in any way, so that would mean that you might feel bloating, headaches, flushing, nasal issues, constipation, diarrhea, farting, sweating, any kind of reaction that you feel like that after eating is likely a food intolerance, sometimes a food allergy, but more than likely a food intolerance. So cut those foods out as the first kind of port of call, and then what we do is we heal the what's actually going on in the body. That we heal the digestive system and other things that are fueling it. So a massive thing that fuels digestive imbalances and food intolerances is a dysregulated nervous system, and they're hand in hand. You know, if your digestive system is in a good place, your nervous system will be in a better place. If your nervous system is a good place, your digestive system will be in a better place. So, you know, if you are feeling stressed, anxious, overthinking, overanalyzing, any of those things, then I invite you to start to do something about them, do some nervous system regulating techniques, watch some of my videos about that if you like, and really start to regulate that nervous system, which will have a huge knock-on effect with food intolerances, digestive system in general, everything in general really, mood, immune system, everything. So that's a massive one. Another one is considering if you do have a problem with oxalates, which many people do, or if you do have a histamine problem, which many people do, then it's addressing those things to help with the digestive system. And then also your microbiome. So if you can tolerate it, then having fermented foods and drinks. If you can't, then some good quality probiotics. If you can't tolerate either of those things, then much more animal proteins and animal fats. That also can help with the digestive system. But also getting yourself outside, connecting with nature, making sure you're focusing on your circadian rhythm, sun in the eyes, especially at sunrise and at sunset. Sun on the belly has been proven to create good microbiome in the belly. Making sure you're not skipping meals if you have if your nervous system is dysregulated, because fasting does not help people that have a nervous system dysregulation. Fasting can be very beneficial, but once you've regulated your nervous system. And yeah, making sure, you know, part of the circadian rhythm is making sure you go to bed at a decent time, you get up at a decent time, you eat regularly, you get your feet barefoot with the earth, you know, all these things basically that allow us to be more human, more animal, are going to help our health overall, no matter what you've got going on actually, but particularly if you have got food intolerances going on. There are loads of weird and wonderful potions and lotions and various other crazy things that you can take. I don't really go in for any of those things. Not one of them help me. I don't see them helping other people. In fact, I often see them causing more inflammation in the body because they're not usually local, seasonal produce, herbs, that kind of thing. So, you know, what I see is really beneficial is us returning to our true nature, as I often say in all my videos now. So, like I said, getting outside, connecting with the earth, connecting with the sun, the daylight, with the rhythms and the cycles of our body, of nature, of the year. Everything like that, of eating a diet that is more natural for us, which is not one, you know, which is shipped in from all over the world and the same food every day. And, you know, I thought that switching out gluten products for almond products was really good. Turns out it really isn't, because it's not natural for us. So actually it makes complete sense why it's not good for us. But at the time, you know, we are always looking for an alternative for those nice cakes and breads and things like that. So, you know, just really thinking what is the most natural, normal, healthy way for me to be connected back with myself and with nature and this planet and my nature, my true nature. And that will help most things, but definitely help with food intolerances and digestive health. Ciao for now.